Hello, hello everybody. Okay, we meet again. All right. I'm so excited to share the remaining of our uh, study from chapter 2, and it will be episode 16. So let's see, where are we? Okay. So this is where we are last time. Okay. Episode 15, part 1. If you see that. Okay. And then chapter 2, part 7. So we are going to continue to talk about, okay, episode 16. 16. Okay. It's still part 1 of the book. Okay. Now, chapter 2 is still the same, but we are now heading to part 8. Part 8 from chapter 2. Okay. So let's see what we have. All right. Now, um, if it is possible for you, okay, to check this out, this website, okay, where GHTH is the umbrella of, you know, this YouTube channel, what we call it, Soul Healer, okay, the Trinity Soul Healer, okay. So this is what we call it here, okay, the Trinity Soul Healer, okay. This is the one that provide us, okay, with all this information. So it's possible for you to, okay, if you are new, go back and go from episode to episode because you will get lost. If you try to jump to the latest one, you will not understand what we are talking about, okay? This is like moving from one concept to the next, okay? Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So I think if you are familiar with, or effort taken or a course, okay, say English or whatever it is, all right, English composition or reading comprehension, from chapter 1, moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the next chapter, okay? So you'll be lost if you did not uh, read the previous chapter, okay? So let's see where we are right now, okay? So remember that last time we talked about the infinite, okay? Uh, let us look at the summary. Now, this is the summary, okay? Now, what in instant mean? When the decision made by the Holy One, okay? It happened at the same time and everything, okay? So if you ever read the Bible, okay, on the creation of the world, okay, it happened into, okay, 6 days. You see that? The first day, okay, God said, all right, and it happened, okay. And the second day, God said, all right, and it happened, okay. That's how it works, okay. There is a sequence, all right. So we are going to use this human sequence, the way of how we understand, okay, how the thing works, all right. Okay, because we are bound by time and place, but not for God. So to be able for us that bounded by the time and by the place, all right, God, make everything human can understand by using our characteristic as a human, okay? So that's what we know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Before going to 5, we need to know 1 first, or we have to go through 1 or the previous numbers before we are going to go to 5. Okay, that's exactly what God do. All right, so think about it. Okay, there are 6 instances, 6 things that happen. If you see that 6, okay, that it equivalent or it parallelism with 6 day. All right, how God create the world. And then it said on 7 day, God rest. Okay, so the same thing here, guys. Okay, the same thing here. Instant 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, 6. All right, that's 6 day. Okay, now we can see the parallelism, okay, between this chapter that we are going to talk. This is the talking about, okay, this book where we are talking about the essence of God. You see that it's 6, okay, 6 essence. And then it also parallel with the 6 day creation. Okay, you see that how amazing it is. Okay, we never pay attention on that. We never pay attention on that. But now, okay, we can see here there's a parallelism. Okay, so on the last on the episode 15, we already talked about 1 and 2, very brief. It's coming from here. Okay, it's coming from. Let's see the. Okay, so this is summary. Okay, this is summary that I make it. All right, I make it. Okay, for us to easy to understand. So first one and second intent. The first intent and second intent is just a summary. All right, that where we are. Okay, before. Now we would like to know what is the first instant. Now we cannot understand the second instant. Okay, second instant. Okay, without knowing really good what the first instant is. Okay, so therefore, let's go to the whole context that talk about the first intent. Okay, so the summary only give us a small thing. Okay, small thing that we cannot comprehend real well, but this will help us. All right, so what is the first one? This is talk about the detail. Okay, now remember, this is about God essence, the characteristics of a God. Okay, now if you recall what I said about the rubber band, okay, this is about the rubber band here. Okay, we call this rubber band, all right, because the thing, okay, that make this called rubber band. It's like elastic. You can pull it, okay, all right, elastic. And also it used to bend, okay, to make something together, all right? So if you are, okay, go to the grocery store, you will see, all right, the green onion bound by this rubber band, okay? Now, at some places, the rubber band is blue, right? Now, let's talk about the first instance. It's very important, okay? God recognized He is infinite in attribute, infinite in attribute, okay? So, and perfection together with the propensity and the infallible inclination to communicate himself outwardly. So God is not going to, you know, to hide himself. Yes, okay? He's not going to hide himself. He wants to communicate, okay? His attribute. Okay, we will talk about what is the attribute here to us, to the whole world. Okay, so it seems weird, isn't it? if he want to communicate himself to the whole world, okay, why did he uh, not even show up himself? He did, but only for a certain people that called the chosen one, like Moses. Right? Even that, okay, it not reveal him. Okay, it's we human cannot stand him. Okay, therefore, during that process, you see that. Okay, even at one point, the conversation, okay, within Moses, okay, only through the burning bush, okay, burning bush, because nobody can stand, nobody can see God in, the world eyes, all right? But he, again, want to tell about himself, okay, who he is, okay? And he know that is his inclination, his plan, okay? Now, this knowledge, okay, let's move on, okay? This knowledge right here of God as being communicative at extra come first. Okay, this is first thing that need to happen. All right. Why is that? Because everything is related. Remember last time we said, all right, before human can be created, the air need to be created. Why? Because if you do this, okay, for 2 minutes, you already you feel that what that the effect on you. Okay, you hold your breath, for 2 minutes, so you'll see what happened. All right. Now the same thing. Okay, to be able to do great thing, God need to do it first. This is the first step to do a great thing later. Okay, so the majesty of God beholding. Okay, and we will put that. All right. Okay, line 110. The majesty of God beholding the nature of his infinite perfection. He is perfect, not only perfect, but infinite. Okay. So we will say a perfect of the perfect, of the perfect, of the perfect. Okay. Infinite. Okay. Their virtue and efficiency operating with magnificence. Okay. So that it was just and most proper. Okay. And it were a duty and a necessity to communicate. All right. That what he said. That what he is. He want to communicate himself to us, to communicate himself and follow the inclination of imparting and exercising his liberty and mercy. All right. But distributing outside of himself with magnificent. Okay. The plenitude of infinite treasure. Okay. Contained in his divinity. Okay. So what does it mean? It means, okay, he has all of this. Okay. Good thing, attribute that will make every single human being, okay, will get the great benefit out of it. So he would like to tell it to other people. If it is more difficult for you, think about it. Think about a generous person, okay, who can give his treasure, okay, to everybody, to everybody. All right. Now, if a philanthropist, we call it philanthropist in this world, giving away, all right, like Jeff Bezos X, okay, giving away 340 million, okay, to nonprofit. The difference between Okay, the philanthropist and God is this. Okay, we will talk about it. All right, they both would like to communicate. We would like to show to other people. Okay, have mercy to other people and share the treasure. All right. Now the only difference is this. Okay, this is about God. The more God gives, the more He has. Is that amazing? All right. If we human cut our check, our bank account will go down, right? But not for Him. The more He gives, okay, the more He has. Is that amazing? Okay. So, guys, I cannot tell you more how beautiful God is. Okay, how beautiful God is. It's just totally different with the world. Okay, the world always tries to take something else from other people, what they call it profit. Okay, profit. So it means they're taking something from somebody else. But for him, he's giving away because of his mercy. Okay, now, so what else did we see? For being infinite in all things. Okay, he has all things and infinite. There's no limit for him. It is much more natural, and he communicate gift and graces. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the most important thing for us. Okay. He communicate with us by giving gift, mercy, and graces. Okay. Now, you maybe ask yourself, how could that happen? Well, it already happened. We all experience it right now. Because of his graces, we can breathe the air free. Okay? The air is so important for us, but yet free. Think about that guy. It is graces from him. He would like to give it to us. Okay? Now, can you find any human uh, produced product? Okay, it produced by human. You get it for free, which is very important. Let's say, all right, let's take an example of food. All right. Can we get it for free when we go to Taco Bell or any other chain store? Okay. Can we get it for free? We can. All right. We have to pay. Not for him. You get it for free. Not just one time, free for all. We only, okay, maybe what we experience in this world. Buy one, get another one free. All right. Or buy two, get another three free. The third one free. Okay. But for him, we did not buy. We don't need to buy. There's no condition, but he gave it for free, infinity free. Okay. All right. Now that is the difference. Okay. That is the difference. So it's very easy for us. All right. When we think about this, when we think about this, okay, we think about it. We can see where I am right now. Okay. In terms of closer to God, where I am. If I am, you know, still feel uncomfortable, okay, I feel like I'm lost when I give something to somebody else. Okay, it means we're still away from Him. But if you love to give, what we call it charity, you always give charity. You always give something free to other people. Okay, and even have the happiness in your heart when you give away something, okay, it doesn't matter what it is. You can give away the free food for children, or you donate, okay, or whatever it is, okay? If you love to do that, you are closer to God. Characteristic, okay? You're closer. If otherwise, you are apart from Him, okay? You are apart from Him, okay? That's very easy to see where you are right now, all right? So next time I would like somebody to sit beside me over here. I have another chair here, okay, to talk about it, all right? So if you feel that you would like to come and talk and discuss with me between two of us, you're more than welcome, okay, to let me know, all right? I have that information, okay? You can text me. This is the number, area code 615 785 okay, 632. Text me, okay? I will invite you on this show, all right? Okay, all right. Now let's come back to our discussion, okay, before. So let's come back and share again, okay, our discussion, okay, and I'm going to share the screen again, okay, share, okay, this where we are before, where we were before, okay, now here we go, all right. So He communicates with gift and graces, all right, but we never thought about that. We never thought the air that we breathe. What is the other one? The water that we drink. Okay. If the price of the water, a bottle of water, okay, is $100, then we are in trouble, right? Now remember about this, okay? You heard that in some places, okay, in this world, water becoming more expensive, or the other way, how to say it, okay, less and less available to human being. Okay, you see that the waterways or the river now has less water. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? We are in a situation that maybe one day we will not survive. And if you ask us why that happened, is that God want to give us gift? Well, if the water becoming less, it means, his gift becoming less. Is that true? His gift becoming less. Okay. Why his gift and grace is becoming less? There got to be something trigger it. Now, I have to take you back to chapter 1. All right. Because human are always forget about something. Okay. All right. And did not appreciate what God has. Okay. Now let's see whether or not we can pull that. Okay. From chapter 1. Or you have to, kind of come back from chapter 1. Okay. And see what happened. All right. So it said very clearly, if human keep forgetting, okay, how to glorify him, okay, how to reverence him, all right, and how to praise him, okay, and how to say thanks him, this thing will happen. His graces will get lower, 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 and lower, and lower, lower. But if we, on the other hand, all right, the first thing, like I said, we have to do, glorify, exalt him, and praise him, more graces will come to the world. Okay? You see the difference? Less appreciative about him mean less graces. More appreciation that we give it to him and exalt him, more graces that we'll get. All right, more gift. Now let's take an example. Everybody now in the US talking about inflation. Okay, I even one day I was surprised. I went to the store and see, okay, a loaf of bread, never, okay, come beyond $3, right? There are also some of them, okay, that like us, 90 cents or less than $1 back then, all right, 5 years ago. But look at it now. What happened? Okay, did you notice that? Did you notice that you have to pay more for your grocery? Now, that is not coincidence at all. Okay, from the human point of view, okay, when the other country, okay, the other country in faith, okay, the other country that produce a lot of wheat, okay, wheat, okay, the raw material to produce the bread and other thing, all right, you see that, okay, that is the coincidence, okay. Invasion means killing people. When people got killed, okay, that is not what God wants. Okay, look, what is Moses? What has been given? Okay, to Moses, the 10 Commandments. All right, now let's check. Okay, let's check here, guys. All right, let's check. Okay, let's find another one. Here, put here. All right, we heard about this, right? Okay, the okay 10 for commitment. Okay, what are they? What are the 10 Commandments? Okay, 10 Commandments. We put here. Okay, so that okay, the 10 Commandments. Commandment. Okay, now okay, let's click it and see what we have here. Okay, that's not a good example, but all right. Let's take it back. Okay, let okay. Let's see whether or not this is the good one. Okay, we click on this and see what we get. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I hope that you can see it. All right. Now, these commandments was were given by God to Moses. When Moses said, how can I manage all these people? The Israelites, and they move away. Okay. How can I, you know, manage all of this without any rule and regulation. And then God gave this 10 commandments. What is the first one? You shall have no other God before me. That's the first one. Okay. So what it means? He is a jealous God. Jealous. Okay. He just want to be him. Okay. To be worshipped. Okay. You are not going to worship money. You are not going to worship somebody else, something else. Okay. But him. Okay. Now think about it, the first one. Okay. Have we did a good job on this? Okay. Let's go to number 2. You shall not make idols. Okay. It's number 2. Okay. He is a jealous God. He only wants everyone focus on him. There's no false God. Okay. Number 3, you shall not take the name of Lord your God in vain. Okay. Now be careful. Okay. You heard a lot. People say OMG. Okay. Is there any other better word rather than to say that? But some people say, oh, that's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Okay. It is a big deal. Okay. Now, number 4, remember that Sabbath day to keep it holy. Okay. That is for the Israelite in, Sabbath, they do not need to do a certain thing. Okay. Number 5, honor your father and your mother. Have we done this correctly? In a way that God wants us to do? Hmm? Okay. Now, this is a reminder for each and every one of us, okay, to come back, to think about what God wants us to do. All right. Now, this is the problem with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what we have just discussed. If we did not do a good job, okay, it has some impact. The same thing. All right. We have rule and regulation when driving on the highway. Right? There's maximum limit. Okay. And there's a rule that said, well, if you drive slowly, you go to the right lane. But how many people do that? Okay. So the world is messed up in a very simple, even simple thing. People not knowing what the rule of the world. How can they do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So let's see number 6. You shall not kill. Okay. Or you shall not murder. Okay. So when the war began, okay, in some places right now, what happened? They're murdering their own brother and sister. Because even some of them murder and kill someone, okay, in the name of their God. Their God. They say, I do this for my God. All right. Is there any commitment that said over here that you can kill anybody for me? And that is an excellent job to do? None. It's very sad to see that. Okay. They even shout before the kill. shout how proud they are. They do something for their God. All right. Okay. You see that number 6? Number 6 has occurred. Okay. In many places. Okay. The ruler of a country think that he did a good job by killing other people, by taking other people's country. Okay. So where are we now? We are in the breach, okay, that make him, the Holy Trinity, really mad. He has. He is this very disappointed to see all of us. Not mentioning about cheating, okay, husband or wife, okay, on and some of the other thing. The big corporation taking money more than a fair. Okay, think about it. Okay, now number 6. So killing are everywhere now. Even okay, the school kid now become a fashion to kill other people, their peer at school. Okay, they are mad. Okay, their soul is really sick. They need to be healed. They need to watch this and come back and see this YouTube channel. Okay, that is one of the reasons why we run all of this, because okay, we see all this thing getting worse. Okay. Now, number 7, you shall not commit adultery. Oh my goodness. Now look at this. You heard that. You heard that all over. So what does it mean? Okay. If you have to choose somebody to be your leader, it's very easy. Look at this 10 commitment. Okay. And you can check mark how many of these 10 commandments, okay, were or are violated. You only choose a candidate that have less, okay, did violate, violate, okay, the 10 commandments. For example, there are 2 candidates, okay. After you check it, okay, Mr. A and Mr. B, right? A and B, 2 candidates, okay. Mr. A, okay, make 7 or violate 7 out of these 10. Mr. B only violate 3, 7 and 3. The more you violate the rule of the 7, okay, it means not good. The least candidate, the least, okay, the candidate that make the least mistake, okay, they violate the least from this 10. Okay, let's see, in this case, Mr. B, it's only 3. Is a better candidate. That is very easy. How you can choose? Even you can practice this in your own life. You see that. You see that. Who you can trust, okay? Who you cannot trust. Look at that. Okay. Number 7. Let's see number 8. You shall not steal. All right. Number 9. You shall not bear false witness. Okay. False witness. If people, like I say, A or B, okay, the candidate A or B, okay, think is nothing. The 10 commitment is nothing. This is only good, okay, before Christ or 2,000 years ago. or 3,000 years ago is not relevant to or in 2024. Okay, then you have to think about this person. All right, so it's very easy. This is the guideline how we need to choose our leader. Okay, even though, okay, even though Mr. B, the good one, okay, never claimed that he represented the religious or anybody or the church, whatnot, whatnot. But the A, okay, always promote, okay, I am, okay, will represent God. You need to be careful, not listen to the word, but look at the real act. All right, now let's go. Okay. Okay, number 10, you shall not go fit. Go fat. Okay. That's what it is. Number 10. Okay. So guys, right? We know, okay. Now you know how, okay, we need to make a choice in this life. Okay. How we need to make a choice in this life without, okay, the rule and regulation from God. We will not survive. We will make even a simple mistake. Okay. Now let's come back. Okay. Share the screen. Okay. Here. Come back. All right. So we would like to talk to people. He would like to tell people what is good. And he gave that 10 commitments already. But again, okay, how many of those 10? Some of them become normal to be violated. So God's word has been violated for years, years and years. Okay? But thank goodness, God did not bound, okay, by time. Even though we say that 2,000 years ago, but for him, okay, or if we violate, okay, his word for 2,000 times, but he doesn't recognize them because he doesn't bound with time. All right, that is his greatness. He always give, okay, always give a forgiveness. All right, now let's see this. We move on 117, okay? 116, okay? He communicate gift and grace, okay? Then that fire should ascend or the stone should gravitate toward the center, in its center, or that the sun should diffuse its light. Give and graces, okay? That's how we need to govern ourselves. Easy to give for those who are in it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this in unfathomable depth of perfection, this affluence of treasure, this impetus infinity of riches, is set in motion by its own inclination to communicate itself. He communicates with us by giving his treasure, his treasure. Okay, it's amazing, isn't it? Every time, okay, you experience something in your life, okay, even for a small thing, okay. If you look at the plate tonight, if you look on your plate tonight, give thanks. for him. He gave it to you. Okay. Like I said, if you have, okay, a piece of hamburger, you think about it. It's very simple. Where the bun coming from? Where the meat coming from? When the lettuce coming from? Where the tomato coming from? If you list it, it may involve, okay, 20 different people to make it possible to come up with a Big Mac, okay, a burger, whatever it is, okay? Now, let's move on. This is so amazing, all right? Next one here, okay? Like I said before, when he give, he get more. It's totally different with human. When human give, okay, his treasure will going down. If you cut your check, your bank account will go down. Okay, that's what for human, but for him, more, more. Okay, he will get more. What does it mean for us human? It is true when we cut our check, our bank account going down. But okay, remember, if you do all of that for him, okay, he will replace that. We call it replenish. Okay, with whatever way. It's not necessary by money. If you get 10, okay, $10, okay, for a non-profit organization, your check, your bank account will go down by 10. But okay, you may get something else. It's not necessarily measured by monetary. Okay, perhaps you get a better health. Your kid get a, do great job at the school. You see that? All right. That is the graces. Okay. That is the graces. Okay. Well, it's very important. Line 1 to 1 and line 1 to 2. Okay. At the same time, God is in himself conscious that to distribute the gift and grace, it is not to diminish his riches, but to increase them in only possible way. Oh my goodness. The only possible way is giving it is out to human so that he can get more. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, have you, okay, heard about this beautiful essence, characteristic about God during all your lifetime? What I mean, if you are 60, 75, whatever it is, during that lifetime, have you ever heard about this? The more God gives, the more he has. Okay. Now, if you know any relative, if you know somebody else, let them come to listen to this channel. Okay. This is the secret of life. That's the reason why we need to love him. That's the reason why we need to glorify him. Okay. That's why we have to praise him with a shallow reason. The very low reason, if I do good to God, God will give me something. Okay. Give me a lottery, right? Is that not what everybody dream of? Okay. So, okay, let's move on over here. Okay. So you never about this statement. It's not making by me. Okay? It's not making by me. It was given. This understanding was given to Sister Agreda. Okay? And now she shared it to us. Once we know it, okay, then we have to change our life, change the way how we think, okay, change the way how we act, change the way how we treat other people. Okay, you need to share this message to all over the world, to anyone all over the world. All right, by giving an outlet to the inexcusable fountain in his riches. Okay, now in this enlightenment and knowledge which I possess, you see, all right, this enlightenment from God, that's what Sister Agreda said. She is not making this story. Okay. Okay. She was given the understanding. Okay. Look at that. One, she realized that. She said, two things hold my lukewarm heart in wonder and inflame it onto annihilation. Even I am so small. I am so stupid what I did. Now, this is Sister Agreda. Okay. Which is holy than most, every person in the world, right? Even her feel she is nothing. Okay, what about us? If we never go to church, we not even know who God is. Okay, you answer that question. Okay, now there are two things. The first is the inclination and urgent desire. Okay, for what? Okay, which I see in God, and the strong will to communicate his divinity. Okay. He wants to tell the whole world who he is and the treasure of his grace. Okay. This is one. So what is the second one? That's his Agreda realize. Okay. The second is the unspeakable and incomprehensible immensity of the good gift which I see he wishes to distribute according to his degree. Okay. He wants to give it to us. Okay. It is like emergency. I'm in emergency to give it out to the whole world, to give it out. Okay. If you look at that, the act of, you know, uh, ex Amazon wife or boss wife, you see this. She want to give it out. Give it all. Okay. What she has. That's what it said. Until it becomes zero. She want to give it to the whole, okay, non-profit until she has nothing. Is that amazing? Okay. So, guys, again, okay, this is what God planned. You want to give it. Okay. So, next one. Assigning them for this purpose and yet remaining infinite. And if he had not yet given nothing, okay, in the desire and inclination, okay, I'm in line 132, okay, let's talk about it right here, okay. In this desire and inclination which fill his majesty, I see him prepare to sanctify, justify, overwhelm with gift and perfection all creature together and each one in particular for itself. Okay. This is the first intent. Okay. He will be ready to give to each of the creature more than what is held by all the angel and seraphim together. Wow. Okay. He wants to give us, he loves us more than what he gave it to all the angel. And if you know seraphim, okay, and cherubim, they're another class, a higher class of angel. Okay. He just loves us. He wants to give more to us than what he gave it to angel. Okay. So if you refuse to receive it, it is not his fault. Okay. If you refuse to receive the gift and grace it from him, this this is your own problem. Okay. Now, even if, okay, all the drop in the ocean and the grain of the sand of this shore, all the star, the planet, and element, and all creature were capable of reason and of his gift, they would receive them without measure, provided, okay? Now here, okay, everybody, every creature will receive it, provided they would dispose themselves and place no obstacle toward receiving them. This is the condition. The condition, okay? Think about a river. A river flow constantly, okay? But here come the beaver. If the beaver block it, okay, then the river, okay, in one place will be flooded, cause problem, but on the other side, okay, it maybe experience dryness, dry. The same thing. God wants to give all of this to us, okay? But we human, block it, block it, okay? I don't want to get, I do not want to get the gift from you. I do not want to get the gift from you, the graces. I don't want it, okay? Who say that? We, okay? Did we say in our mind? Maybe not, but our action, okay? Our action make that. So what is that? Okay? Obstacle, okay? We created the obstacle to receive the gift from God. Okay, so do not blame. Human cannot blame that God, okay, the creator, doesn't take care of his creation. No, he wanted to get a gift, to give it, but we say we refuse, not from our mouth only, but from our action. Okay, of that move on. Okay, let's see. Okay, what did it say? Oh, fearful malice of sin. Aha, this is the answer. The sin equivalent, okay, with the branches that cut by the weaver to make the dam. Okay, the more sin we have or committed, okay, the more, okay, the stronger the dam that we place to block the gift. Okay, accumulated sin committed by human is equivalent to build the dam that built by the beaver. All right. So the grace of God will not flow because we block it because of our sin. So if that's the case, what we need to do, we have to remove that, okay, that the branches that put by the beaver, we have to pull all that out to release the water, okay, of fearful malice of sin, which alone is capable of holding up the impetus stream of such great and eternal gift. Okay, all right. So now today we learn in a very clear way every sin that committed by us or human, okay, like putting a bricks, okay, in this case, like putting the more branches by the beaver, okay, so that or to block the flow of graces, the flow of gift from God, okay. So how we define sin? How we define sin? Didn't we talk about this? Didn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. If this is too hard, and Jesus in the New Testament mentioned about the two golden, okay, two golden rule. Okay, let's find it. What are the two golden rule that Jesus said? Okay, you see this? What is the first one? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Okay, so this is not exactly, okay, we have to, okay, but here, this is better. All right, this is better. Okay, this is the rule. All right, let me click that and copy it, okay, and bring it over here, okay, and show it to everybody, the golden rule, okay. So we can put it in the first instance. We can push it, okay. Third instance, all right. The first instance right here, okay. So that will remind us, okay. I will insert this. You will not find it. Okay, by the way, you will not find it in the original text. Now, this is my presentation. Okay, my presentation text. All right. I need to remind you, my purpose is not to change the original from Sister Agreda, but to add this as my presentation to make things clear. Okay, what is the first one? Okay. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Okay? Let's highlight this. All right? Highlight it. What is it? The first one? Okay? That is the first one. Right there. What is the second one? Okay? Two. Golden rule. Okay? All that 10 commitment right here. Okay? The 10 commitment that we are talking about. okay, can be summarized, all right, into the two golden rule. Doesn't mean that the quantity 1 or 2 compared with 10 commitment here that given to Moses. Okay, it means that the 2 will be easier? No. Okay. All right. If you look at this, okay, let's come back to here. Okay, you have to love him. Okay, you have to love him with all your heart, soul, and mind. What does it mean? Let's take an example. You say that, honey, I love you. Okay, what does it mean when you say I love you to your spouses, to your spouse? Okay, it means you, in this case, you follow what God wants us to do, or with your heart, you intend to do it, not partially, all your soul, with all your soul. You do not do it to be popular. There's no other incentive but to love him with all thy mind. What it means, every single second you think about God, you do, okay? Even when you are driving, you are teaching, okay? And you are eating, whatever it is, what do you do during that 24-hour a day? You do it to glorify him, okay? You do it for him so that his name will be glorified. For example, okay? For example, if you are the owner of a restaurant, you prepare your food the best way, okay? That has the great taste, but with a lower price, okay? That way you make your customer happy in their pocket as well as in their mouth, okay? That's what it is, okay? So what will they say? Well, thank you, you did such a great job. But you did it not for you, but for him. As a result of that, what happened? Your customer every year, every week, every month, more and more people will come to your restaurant. You know that. But if you try to squeeze other, okay, to make more profit out of them, declining, okay, less people will come to your place, okay. Now, human being say great customer service, right? Okay. So that's how humans said we have to have a great customer service so that the customer will coming back. But the fact of the matter, okay, is this, because we cannot have the greatest, the highest customer service without in the name of the Lord. Our motivation sometimes is very short. But if our motivation to please God, there will be infinity, okay, infinity that we try to please him. Not mentioning, guys, recently, okay, you heard that? What happened? On the mid-air, okay, the plane, okay, door, okay, flew, okay, out of its place. Is that a great customer service? Think about it, okay? So what happened? You will lose. Look at that. The big boss, step down or forced to step down. It harm other people. The simple thing. We saw it. Let us learn from it. Okay. So with that in mind, okay. So we will, okay, we will stop, okay, the sharing as a summary what we have learned. This is only one, okay, intern, the first intern. We still have to have 6 intern that we are going to discuss. But the first one is very important. The second one and all are very important. Okay, guys. So if you happen to visit, okay, this YouTube channel, please let others know. Okay, especially those who need some healing. The soul need to be healed. But disclaimer, we are not making any decision. We are not, okay, urging anybody to change. You are free to do whatever that you want. Okay, even after you listen to this, it doesn't have any effect. We are not going to ask you anything. Okay, we only present. This is the book. Okay, like the manual. If you want to cook the best, okay, pasta, okay, the best pasta with the seafood, this is the manual. Okay, either you can follow it or you can make it your own. That's exactly what we are here. We are not forcing anybody to come. We are not forcing anybody, okay, to listen and change their mind. We are not making any decision for anyone. You have to make that decision. And you and God. It is between you and God, not between us. Okay, we are the bridge. Okay, we are nobody. We only share the word of God. Okay, so with that in mind, guys, okay, I'm going to stop this episode 116. Okay, we're still in chapter 2. All right, now what is the part? We are in part 7. Okay, if I'm correctly say it. Okay, part 7, part 7, and we are going to move on to the next one. All right, and with that in mind, we thank you guys. Okay, and hope that you will experience, okay, a great thing, okay, after you visited this chapter, visit this YouTube channel. So with that in mind, I'm going to stop recording. I will see you in the next episode, okay? Episode 17 or 16, 17, 18. Thank you. Goodbye.